Hey, thanks for checking out this presentation. I wanted to show you how to sell your home fast and for more money. As you can see from the subtitle, we're going to talk about how any for sale by owner can sell for a higher price. Obviously, if you're trying to sell your home on your own, you want to sell it for as much as you can. So first of all, I want to congratulate you. It's a big decision to make a move. It's a great time to sell your home on your own, as there are so many forms available online nowadays. There's a lot you can do to sell your home on your own. What I want to do on this brief presentation is give you some tips on how you can get it sold. You can save a lot of money for yourself. And more importantly, you might be able to sell it to the most desirable buyer, meaning that they would be able to buy it for more money and get a higher sales price. We're going to cover two things in this brief presentation. Number one, why 83% of homeowners trying to sell their home on their own actually fail to sell it themselves. That's not a big deal because of number two, how you can ensure that you not only sell, but sell for absolute top dollar. The national statistics have shown that 83% of homeowners cannot sell their home on their own. Only 17% actually do so. But what I want to show you in this presentation is show you how you can sell it on your own by understanding the marketing you need to put forth as a for sale by owner. If you're hiring yourself as the agent, if you're hiring yourself as the representative, so to speak, you're actually hiring yourself to be the marketing director. So in representing yourself and the sale of your home, you are the marketing director. So I want to show you how to drastically improve your chances at selling. 17% is not a very good chance of you selling your home. I want to tell you that just a few years ago, as high as 70% of homeowners were able to successfully sell their home on their own. So you need to think about it. Why has this number dropped so much? Why is it so difficult now, even if you've previously sold homes on your own in the past? I talk to a lot of homeowners. I'm an agent here in the area, and I have had conversations with people explaining how they have sold their last 3 houses on their own and sold them in days without any problems at all. Well, that was years ago. That was long before the internet and target marketing started taking over with more data and more distractions that the buyers have. But today, you're going to learn how to sell yours and get your numbers way up and have a much, much higher chance of being able to sell it on your own. What I don't want you to do is what most homeowners do. They load their home on Zillow as a for sale by owner, and they wait for it to sell. That is a recipe for disaster. Do you know who's on Zillow all day long? Real estate agents. And if it isn't real estate agents, it's investors or pseudo-investors. So if you have your home listed on Zillow and you keep getting calls from real estate agents, you need to fire your marketing department. Whomever is responsible for your marketing has done that because they have put your home where only agents are looking. So don't be frustrated when you keep getting calls from real estate agents. I've actually heard from buyers that said they have called for sale by owners, and the homeowner angrily asks, "Are you a real estate agent or are you a buyer?" What do you mean, am I an agent or a buyer? What's your deal? Why are you angry with me? I'm calling on your house. So a lot of homeowners are just frustrated that they are getting all these calls from agents and not getting calls from buyers. Please understand, that's an effect of your marketing. You're attracting those people. Do you want to start attracting more buyers? Well, that's what we're going to cover in this presentation. Hey, I get it. I listed a home in Albuquerque, my father's home, on Zillow to illustrate a personal example as to how this really works and doesn't work. Why would I do that, you ask? Because I know that you list a house on Zillow to get real estate agents to call, not to sell a home. I have all those results in a different video. The fact is, listing your home on the MLS isn't going to help much either. Did you know that 26% of homes in the MLS fail to sell, even in today's hot market? It's even worse at close to 46.2% in an average market. You're going to have a lot of agents saying, well, I can get you listed on the MLS. That gets you to be seen on Realtor.com. That's it. That's all it really does. It syndicates to these other websites, the agent will show your home and that type of thing. Do you think that there are really a lot of buyers on Realtor.com that never go to Zillow.com? It's not going to help you a whole lot. What you need is a target marketing specialist. There's a difference between real estate agents and what they do. Heck, I can put your home on the MLS for $89 or recommend another that can do it for $7 a day. Guess what? That too won't work because you got yourself on one more website, which is the same website that they're already looking at. If they're going to Zillow, they're going to Realtor.com and vice versa, right? So that's not going to help much. You've got to understand that when you're hiring someone to represent your home, you're hiring a marketing director, and what they do matters. So what I'm going to show you here is how top producing marketing experts are selling their listings. As an example, I do really well here in the market area again. I'm a real estate agent with the Vistas Real Estate Group. And a lot of homes that I represent, I've utilized this target marketing approach. This is really kind of a top secret approach, but I'm going to share it with you today. You can use it yourself. I think spreading goodwill and helping, and hopefully you'll be able to sell it on your own. And if you don't, hey, maybe you'll give me a shot as well. The top producing agents are marketing homes based on the characteristics your home has. Your home has some unique amenities that are going to appeal to certain types of buyers. This is what we call the most opportune buyer. So what I want to show you is how to find that, because then you can increase your chances of selling your home for a lot more money. So if you're taking notes, you'll want to write this down. Target marketing. You don't want to do the spaghetti at the wall approach, just throwing it out there and hoping buyers find you. That's going to end in disaster. As an example, right here in our market, homes that are marketed correctly, they are averaging only 3 to 4 weeks on the market before going under contract. So I want to be clear with you. If you've been on the market for more than 3 weeks, you've already missed a whole generation of buyers. And the next generation of buyers is already reviewing the marketplace. And the first is already buying your competition. A lot of people think, we've only been on the market for a month. Well, you're already into 2 generations of buyers. Homes are selling very quickly when they are target marketed correctly. So, if you know who the most opportune buyer is for your house, that's going to allow you to target market those buyers, because they are most likely to give you the most amount of money for your home. And if you can have that magnetically attractive offer, there are certain things that your home has that you can bring about. Well, what is it that is so unique about your property? Is it the school district? Do you have a fenced yard? Is it a great family-friendly neighborhood? Lots of kids in the area, a pool, or even a community playground nearby. Anything that, whatever it is, hardwood floors, a new roof. What is it that you absolutely love about your home? Perhaps that is one of the characteristics to target market. There are things that a certain family needs that your home will be able to provide, and fill that need and magnetically attract them to your home. We don't want to advertise to the masses. You want to advertise to those that are the most opportune prospect. Let me show you a quick example of a home right here in our area. All right, it's a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, 2-story house in home office area, first floor primary bedroom. We can't call it a master bedroom anymore. Fenced yard, and it's priced at $600,000. So my question to you is this. If this were your home, describe to me who would buy that home. Look at the criteria there is. If you're the marketing specialist, you have to know how to do this. Who is the most likely person or family to buy this home? Well, let me show you. It's going to be someone with at least 2 children. They're probably a small business owner, or they'll have work from home because they're going to love that home office that you have. Their children will likely be of teenage years or close to it. That means that they're going to be more of a middle-aged couple. Because a young couple would want their bedroom to be on a different level than the nursery. But they have teenagers. They want to be separated from them. Does that make sense? So back to where we were. You're going after a middle-aged couple with at least 2 children of teenage years. They have at least 1 pet in the home. They're going to love that fenced-in backyard. They'll have a credit score of 660 or higher, and they'll have a household income of $175,000 to $225,000. Because you've got your home priced at $600,000, about a third of that is what they're going to need to make for a total household income. So let me ask you, based on all of that target marketing that you have been doing for your house, is this exactly who you have been marketing to? If not, what have you been doing? Did you throw it on a website and wait for someone to come around? You're going to get a bunch of real estate agents calling you, and you're going to get mad. You have to target market to exactly who the most opportune buyer is. So, some of the companies that I'm giving here to you today that you can use is Exact Data, or Leads Please, Strategic Lists, Info USA, Data Finder. You can do this on your own. You don't need an agent. Really, you can do this on your own. If you go to Exact Data, or any of these others that I just listed for you, these are some of the marketing list companies that you can acquire data for people in that area and are most likely to buy your home. The most opportune buyer may not actively be out there in the market looking right now. How many times have you been thinking of moving and you really probably thought of it at least for a year or maybe even longer? And if the perfect property would have come along 6 months ago, you would have made the move. It's about finding the right property at the right time. So some of the data that you can get from these mailing list brokers, you want to write that term down too, mailing list broker or marketing list broker. So some of the data that you can acquire from them. Number 1, a mailing address. Number 2, an email address. Number 3, a phone number. Number 4, a LinkedIn page or Facebook page for each of these potential buyers. All of these listed here. What do you think is the most important to acquire to get your home sold within weeks? Which 2 would you choose to get their information? I'm sure you chose it correctly. You choose the email address and the phone number. Why? Because you're probably not going to email them. Emailing doesn't work anymore because you'll have only about a 15% success rate of them actually opening and reading the email. You're probably not going to call them because nobody answers their phone from an unrecognized phone number anymore. What you can do is utilize that data to market to them directly through what's called Facebook Custom Audience. You can do the same thing on YouTube, you can do it on Google. There's lots of different ways that you can do this. Essentially, what you're going to do is take that information, load those two data sets into Facebook Custom Audience, and get their property directly in front of the most opportune buyer. This is what real target marketing realtors are doing today. This is how to make homes sell fast. I should say, it's one of the reasons homes are selling so fast, because we can target market the most opportune buyer. So this is how homes are being marketed and sold in today's target marketing environment. You don't even need a for sale sign in the yard. And we're certainly not going to be doing open houses. We can target market the most opportune buyer. So you can copy this approach. If you want to be the marketing director, this is exactly how you do that. So you're utilizing a targeted approach. The most successful marketing campaigns will send them to a high converting web page, or what we call a marketing funnel for your house. So a couple of resources that you can use. Once again, you'll want to write this down. Weebly.com, allowing you to create a good web page. They actually have a free version option as well. ClickFunnels. If you get with ClickFunnels, they'll show you how to create a marketing funnel. So when a buyer is interested in your home, they're going to go down this slippery slope of getting more information, seeing the house, and writing an offer. All of this, understanding that homes are selling quite often over asking price in our area, if you're able to market to them right away. So if you create a marketing funnel and retarget it to those that show interest, that's the best way to nurture and follow up until they're ready to buy. There's an awful lot of people, like if you're on Zillow, for example, you're really wasting your time putting your property on Zillow, but that's another separate video for me, as I already said. But if you're on Zillow right now, you see so many people are viewing the home. What does your follow-up campaign look like to them? Did you pixel them? Are you retargeting them in any way? Are you getting walkthroughs of your home? Are you seeing sending additional pictures, videos, and additional information to them? Are you showing them any prearranged financing that is available to them? You are the marketing director for your house. You have to have these things in order to have a successful sale. Now, why is this so important? As I'm sure that you've seen, homes in this area are averaging less than 3.5 weeks on the market. The majority are getting multiple offers, and the seller is getting more than their asking price. So lately, we've been referring to this as a starting price, not the asking price. Years ago, before the market was hot, we would have an asking price, and they would offer something a little lower, and then we would try to come in with something in between. As I said, my dad's house, I listed it before putting it out on the market for this example and the other video I was telling you about. I've had people ask me, what's the lowest you'll take? And then offer $100,000 below asking. I said, are you getting any of those calls too? I mean, come on. I responded with, 3 times what you're ready to pay. Sorry, like I said, that's a whole nother video by itself. Now, like I previously stated, this is really a starting point because if priced properly, most are going for more than market value, more than asking price with multiple offers. If that's not happening to you, you have a marketing issue. We're in the hottest real estate market in the history of the United States. You've got to get someone to market your home correctly, or you need to do it yourself. Either way is fine. So the homes that aren't experiencing the norm, they're just fighting with obscurity and marketing, right? I mean, nobody knows who they are. Nobody knows that it's out there. Nobody knows that the home exists. So it's an obscurity issue. The common homeowner that's never going to sell says, well, it's on Zillow. If anybody's serious, then they would see it on Zillow. And that's not how marketing works. You think that they're going to pursue you? How many people are beating down your door right now to buy your home? It doesn't work that way. Now, some additional marketing venues that you may want to consider. Direct mail works extremely well when you have a professional copywriter create a marketing package on your home. We do that on a lot of homes that I represent. We'll get a direct marketing approach together. I'd hire a professional copywriter and create a full marketing package on the home. It has to be a real presentation. That is not going to draw emotions out of people if it's just the same info sheet that you've got with those same pictures that you've got online. It needs to invoke emotion. And why? Because people buy on emotion and then justify later with logic. So we want to create emotions within people, painting the picture for them. We want them already being able to picture themselves living there. I really recommend that early in the process, as the online target marketing is getting phenomenal results right now. So if I were you, I'd just start with an online approach. Find the most opportune buyers, get a marketing list together, cross-reference that, load them into Facebook Custom Audience, and show up in their news feed as a home available right here in this marketplace, as long as it's done correctly. Now, why is this so important? Since we're getting so many purchase contracts and the majority of those contracts are over asking price, we can be picky on the terms of sale and which contracts are in your best interest. So maybe you want to close in a month. Maybe you want to close in 3 months. Maybe the highest offer may not be the best offer for your needs. The highest and best offer might be two different things. The more contracts you get on your home, and as hot as the market is right now, if you're doing a good job as the marketer, you should be getting multiple contracts for you to consider. Just as everybody else that lists right now that is professionally marketed is getting. So with multiple offers, you can decide which offer is best for your needs. Not only for the asking price, even if they're giving over asking price. Is it really the terms that make sense for me and my needs right now? That's what we really need to start looking at. Now, the quality of the prospects matters as well. The homeowners that don't experience this, they're the ones that are putting a sign up in the yard, posting it on Zillow and a few other sites, then doing an open house on Sunday, and hoping that some random person driving by between 2 and 4 will be looking to buy a house right now. And even more importantly, looking to buy that particular house, your particular house. What are the odds of that really happening? If you've hired yourself as the marketing specialist, you have to be the marketing specialist. It's crucial that you be the specialist at marketing. So you really want to think about which approach it is that you're using, and are you going aggressively enough to get the home sold in such a competitive market? Pricing and marketing precision matters as well. Some homeowners are underpriced or overpriced, and some simply aren't using a targeted marketing approach. They're just throwing it out there and waiting for someone to come to them. Anytime you have something that's unique, you'll always sell it faster and for more money if marketed to the most opportune prospects. That's the importance of hiring on a marketing consultant if you aren't going to do it yourself. So, for example, I have a 69 Camaro. It's in perfect condition, all the original parts and low miles. There's a certain type of collector that will pay me a premium. What I don't want is to throw it in the newspaper or put it on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist and just hope that somebody's looking for a great car with a good price and that they would come along. No, I want someone that's going to fall in love with it. I want them to be excited about what's unique about it. The same is true for your house. There's very unique reasons you chose the house when you bought it, compared to all the other ones that you looked at. That's what needs to be marketed. Most importantly, that's what needs to be marketed to the right people, the most opportune buyer. So that's the importance of hiring on a marketing consultant. If you aren't going to do it yourself, or if obviously you're in over your head, you don't know how to do it or have the marketing experience with doing it, or maybe even you don't even have the time to do it, you may want to consider a marketing specialist to work alongside or for you. So let's talk about getting you some free assistance and at least get your home sold. I mean, you can sell it on your own, but get yourself some free assistance. As a professional real estate advisor and marketing specialist, I'm always happy to give some helpful advice as to how your home should be positioned in the market in today's competitive marketplace. So what I do is this. I do a free walkthrough of the home and a maximum of 15 minutes of marketing consulting to give you the best places to look, the best prospects to target, and some specific techniques to sell your home on your own. I'm happy to do that for anybody in the area that desires it. Again, I give no more than 15-minute marketing consultation to give free advice on whatever you can do, how you can sell your home, and there's even a really good chance if you have targeted correctly after that, you can sell on your own and probably get a premium price for it. And you'll save yourself some money in expenses as well. Now, a lot of people ask, why would you offer that service for free? After all, you are a real estate agent. Don't you want the listing? Aren't you just trying to get me to take the listing? Hey, the fact is, I am one of the most expensive realtors in town because I do a better job and because I can do better target marketing. And you might possibly net more from the sale of your home with me, which obviously is your number one goal. Bring more money to the bottom line. So I'm rarely even accepting new listings, but what I have found is about half of the owners that I do give consulting to, they may be able to sell it immediately and sell the home on their own. The other half eventually say, hey, I've tried it out. I didn't really know what I was doing, or I was too busy. I got some good results, but not great results. And they'll contact me to handle everything at a professional level so they can net the top dollar as a homeowner. As I said, the initial meeting is for your education. It's totally free of charge, without obligation, and without some sort of weird sales pitch. This isn't a bait and switch. I'm not a car salesman or used car salesman. I'm not going to give you a listing presentation. I'm literally there to give you 15 minutes of marketing consultation to show you how to best expose your property to the most opportune buyers. So the question is, are you going to be the next success story? Selling your home is fun when you're going about it the right way. If you're attracting dozens of prospects and you're getting several purchase contracts, it's actually fun and enjoyable to do. If you've done a bad job at marketing, you're getting more real estate agents than you are buyers, or getting called by the sharks wanting to pressure you into a great cash offer, right? Are you getting any of those? You've got the wrong bait out there. You're catching the wrong type of fish, right? So let's get together, make a few marketing adjustments so that you can sell your own home for top dollar. I think you'll find it incredibly informative and helpful. Again, my offer to you is a free 15-minute consultation. Talk a little about the kind of marketing you need to do to get the home exposed correctly. My information is listed here. you'll reach me. It isn't my assistant or some sort of admin person. This is actually my cell phone number. I answer that phone every day. I try to leave Sundays for church and family, but if you have a genuine need for it to be on a Sunday, I can make it an exception. But please, make sure it's an exception and not just a convenience, because that's when I spend time with my family. So shoot me a text if you want. I'll just buzz by and we'll spend 15 minutes together. I'll give you some free advice, and hey, maybe you'll get your home sold. As I said, after we meet, normally there's a 50-50 shot that you'll get it sold for top dollar on your own. And if you don't, hey, maybe you'll look at me at helping you in the future with some of your marketing. So hopefully this has been helpful for you, and this is exactly what we do to get your home sold for top dollar. Bye for now.